Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in Belfast, we go to the judges' scorecards. Reese Carter, 115, 111, Paddy Donovan. Pavel Cardini, 114, 112, Lewis Crocker. Here we go. And Mateo Montella scores this contest 114 to 113 for your winner by split decision and the new IBF Welterweight Champion of the World from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Lewis Crocker.
Lewis Crocker is the IBF Welterweight Champion by the narrowest of margins. It's another split decision on this fabulous night for Irish boxing, and they go for Lewis Crocker. Paddy Donovan by 4 on one of the cards, and by 2 and 1 on the other. It's Lewis Crocker. Wow! Paddy Donovan's in tears again, and for a different reason this time around, but he loses both fights, and Lewis Crocker stays undefeated and is world champion by the skin of his teeth.
And I can see it, Adam, I really can. There was a lot of rounds that we was writing off the jab, just nicking shots, but the biggest shot of so many of the rounds often was Lewis Crocker, and when you're looking there for 3 minutes over and over again as a judge, that big shot, that big bit of intent that lands will sway it. And a lot of rounds when you're just nicking them, after 3 or 4 of those, the other round goes against you if it's any bit closer.
The standout rounds certainly were for Crocker there, but for me, Donovan's won that fight. I just think he controlled a lot of the round, albeit nothing spectacular landed, but he was landing, he was doing more. I don't see how there were so many rounds Crocker could have won through what? 1 or 2 shots around. I don't believe so.
Former welterweight champion Charis Bouzenis, he held this. His other division, hometown of Philly, to take on Usman Lima. October the 11th here on DAZN. That's after the Dave Allen night. Here, well, yeah, we thought Paddy Donovan nicked it, but whether it's by 1, 2, 3 rounds, the judges, 1 added to Donovan, 2 added to Lewis Crocker. That's what matters, and Lewis Crocker is the world champion. We see a third one, a trilogy. Of course we win. You've got to feel for Paddy Donovan after the second half of that fight. But Lewis Crocker's knockdowns, and maybe those fans, got him over the line, and he's talking to Jamie.
Lewis Crocker, you are world champion.
Say it again, Jimmy!
And the new IBF World Welterweight Champion. The dream night, the fairy tale night for you has come true. Can you try to put into words exactly what's going through your mind right now?
First of all, I want to thank God. I prayed every day, have been for years to get to this position, and everything happened to my life, and nobody gave me a chance in this fight. Nobody. And I just want to say, all the people who gave me stick from the last fight, when you write your post tomorrow, make sure you write Lewis Crocker, world fucking champion.
The verdict on the commentary desk, Lewis, despite the knockdowns, was that Paddy Donovan had maybe done enough. What do you believe won you the fight tonight through 12 rounds?
Look, I thought I was picking my shots well. You know, a lot of Paddy shots were. I wasn't sitting there this time. I thought I was landing more hurtful shots. Didn't get caught with anything. I had the knockdown. Obviously, I picked up a couple of rounds, and I feel like I was casting in when I wanted to. And I think I boxed a great fight. You know, show people that I can't box, and I show a different class. Like, nobody gave me a shot going into this fight. Everyone think I was going to get stopped. I wasn't the one in trouble tonight.
Talk us through the game plan, the approach. That took everyone in this arena watching around the world on DAZN by surprise. What was the setup with you and Billy for those particularly first 4 rounds?
Look, I know I can box. Sometimes I decide to get stuck in, and I thought if I could make him miss, which it did, and I was making it comfortable, and I was waiting for him to miss time a shot and countered him and dropped him, and he was cautious since then. You know, if that wasn't the end of the round, Paddy was done. But big respect to Paddy. You know, I always say Paddy's a great fighter, and no doubt that he'll be back. And thanks everyone for coming out tonight. You made my dreams come true tonight. And I'm so blessed and grateful. Thank you, everyone.
Now, Lewis, we'll ask Eddie Hearn this question in just a moment, but as I say, you are world champion, and there's huge fights. That's what Eddie said throughout the whole build-up for you now. 147 is stacked. What type of challenge do you now welcome to Windsor Park?
Look, I think a massive fight for the UK fans is Conor Benn. A big respect for Conor Benn. I think he's an incredible fighter, and if me and him go at it, you know, it'll be super entertaining for the fans, and I've seen his name mentioned, so I think for the fans' point of view, it's a mega fight to make in the UK, and it'll be an hour straight to Ringman.
Just hold here, Lewis, because we will give you the final word to the crowd before we'll grab a word, though, with promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, how did you score that from ringside?
How do you score it? You know, I mean, ultimately the knockdowns, the 2 10-8 rounds were massive. Paddy won a lot of rounds, but, you know, almost at the turn you felt like he might need the stoppage. You know, Lewis was coasting a little bit, finished the fight strong in the 12th round as well. I don't know how Paddy Donovan got up from that left hand. It was a huge, huge shot. And tonight, Lewis boxed a fight that nobody expected. You know, the first fight, his game plan was all wrong. Tonight, he was cautious, but he was dangerous when he was throwing as well. It was a very, very close fight. Everybody had it all over the place. You look at the judges' scorecards, the scores were all over the place. But the fact remains, and the only thing that matters right now is that Belfast have a new world champion in Lewis Crocker. And, you know, I said going into this fight as well, they've had some great champions, Carl Frampton, Ryan Burnett, but Lewis Crocker is now world champion at 147 pounds. You've got Conor Benn, you've got Ryan Garcia, you've got Rolly Romero, you've got Devin Haney, you've got Teofimo Lopez. And Belfast has never really had a mega fight. And these are the best fans in the world. The event has been incredible. The city's been incredible. And like I said, tonight, great fight between two great fighters. But tonight belongs to Lewis Crocker, Belfast's new world champion.
Lewis, we'll leave the final word with you then. You're from a stone's throw away here from the National Stadium at Windsor Park. The fairy tale night, as I say, how do you even attempt to round this off?
Look, I just want to say as well, this belt is everything that it is my parents. My parents got me to where I am right now. Like, fucking so grateful, like, so proud. So it's my title as much as it is theirs. Thank you.
Lewis Crocker and the new world champion, congratulations to you, congratulations to Belfast as well. Back to you guys to discuss.